We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. And we are underway in Buffalo. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From the gun, it's Allen. Wilson's got it complete. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? From midfield, here's Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Bills at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Setting up the screen for Cook. Oh, what a juke into space. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now May on first down. Got a man. It's Robbie Chosen. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Chosen. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point up and good by Folk. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Coleman now to return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he goes out right around the 39. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Allen now looks to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
On 2nd down, Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They run it again with Cook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Flushed out right. He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield, because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Ray Davis with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but
looking right side, and it's intercepted. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact, being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense. That's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
2nd down in the yard. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Already he's top 50 receiving yards in this first quarter. And he's got a 1st down. To throw, it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir from 8 yards out. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's May. And incomplete on the deep ball.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with May. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They'll run on 1st down. Martinez. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Well, these two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this season with the Jets winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Buffalo. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Play action, May. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And they go play action with May. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st. Looking to throw, May. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Touchdown! A big play there. 44 yards. And the Jets are back within a score. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Here's Allen to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
2nd and 10. Here's Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we bring you a look inside Highmark Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York. And we are underway in Buffalo. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Allen going to look to throw on the first play. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Garrett Wilson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action now. May. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 53 yards.
Usually in this spot, you'd hear an offensive coordinator saying, don't feel like you've got to get this all back at once. But here, they give up the opening touchdown and say, no time like the present to show what we can do too. And that's big yardage on their initial play from scrimmage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. To throw, it's May. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now a 2nd and 10. To the air, May. And he's got Dorsett complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Here's May. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Philip Dorsett, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Folk connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, how you think about it, couldn't. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir, 66 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again.
Touchdown, Jets! A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now Folk for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Yeah, he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. In his own end zone, it's Allen. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Now inside the 25. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Bills. Garrett Wilson, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Allen going to throw. Caught. It's Wilson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw complete to Shakir. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is. to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. Now Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown! James Cook, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
This one fielded in the end zone. He'll opt not to bring it out. A touchback, and they'll begin at the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll throw with May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On play action, May. To the right side and intercepted.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Cook again.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Bills. Dalton Kincaid.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Prater for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Throwing here is May. Complete to Dorsett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
They'll throw on first down with May. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now May to throw on second down. And it's caught. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Andrew Beck with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Allen's throw is complete, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Allen to throw once more. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's 2nd and 10. Motion man is Shakir. From the gun, it's Allen. Shakir holds it in. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Prater's kick is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And that's going to be incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And now off to the races down the right side.
Inside the 20.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. 75 yards.
And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Throwing on first down is Allen.
Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
To the air, Allen. This one deep for Wilson. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bills send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Martinez. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Fighting his way through contact. And the Bills are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Allen to the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Allen.
And complete right side to Cook. Touchdown! James Cook with his second touchdown of the afternoon.